Hey!
Maybe I will sit down. Bear with me, please.
The chair?
Yeah, this is comfortable. Passover dinner. Seeing one like in Italy, and Rabbi Brian comes running up to me and asks me if I would do this. I couldn't answer him. I'm not one for talking in front of a group of people.
Could you, speaking of talking, yeah.
Oh, I'm not one, I'm sorry. I'm not one for talking in front of a group of people, and especially with a microphone. So I went out to the car and I was waiting for my wife, and I just started talking to Dad, and I actually started crying in the car. I was like, I told him I don't want to do this. Like, this isn't me. This isn't. I just don't see me as being standing up in front of everybody preaching the word. And I was talking to him about it. And clear, I've read Jonah, it's a small book. And that's what came to mind, is not the swallowed up fish thing and all that stuff, but running from it. And then just knowing that there's no place that I can run, and I don't want to refuse him. No matter how hard this might seem for me, there's a reason why he wants me to do it. He's trying to do something in me, and I know that. So, I've had like 3 weeks to prepare something, but I tried doing that on my bar mitzvah, and that didn't work out too well either, so I figured no preparation for it and just go from the heart. And I guess the only, I could be all over the place with this. I'm gonna try to stay in a straight line, okay? So, I've been asking him to just show me what to talk about, and what comes to mind is a lot of what he was talking about. And basically it's our personal walks, okay? Now we all have individual things going on in our lives, whether it be in a marriage, a job, it could be financial, it could be cars, it could be anything from age to youth to anything that is a circumstance. And I don't really like talking about it, but the enemy likes to keep you focused on your circumstance if it's not well. You know, he wants to keep you focused on the things that wouldn't be what you want happening. Like me being up here, not wanting to do this. He would want me to dwell on that, and then I'd start preparing something, and then next thing you know, I'd be scaring myself out of it. So, it just didn't work out that way because I'm up here doing it anyway. All have things in our lives. But the thing is, we have to keep our focus on him because that's what he wants us to do. He loves us and he gave his only son for us.
Yes.
And he is with us all, even though we don't see him. But to believe that he's with us is when you look in the mirror, you're looking at him because we were made in his image. I'm trying not to stutter or anything. I'm trying to stay focused. You know what stands out for me is every time I come here to Mishkahn David, I read two things that are on these walls, and they stand out. And I see him doing a Luke 4:18 on me, and he's doing it on me because I wouldn't be doing it. Be thankful for your circumstances, whether you like them or not. Be thankful for everything, because guess what? He allows things to happen. And there's things that are not of him that might be happening. But be thankful for them anyway. Because when things are going great, we usually don't, we'll think about them. But we don't really run to him and say thank you. And when things are going bad, we run to him and say, Dad, why? Why is this happening? He wants it all the time. And it's not too much to ask for, because if you think about it, we would want that as a one-on-one. That's what we want for each other, you know?
Yes.
We all have pasts, and, you know, this world is broken. This world is, it's corrupted, but we live here. And for now, there are going to be things that are going to be tough that are coming our way that we don't like or we don't want to do. But try not to focus on the pinpoint of what it is. And try not to focus further on either, because then you start taking things that don't belong to you, because you don't know what further on is going to be. And just continually thank Him. I mean, you can thank Him laying down in bed. You could thank Him, sorry, but sitting on the john. You could thank Him in the shower, singing songs. And I tend to do that a lot. I kind of been humming songs a lot. So I started this job. It's very exhausting. I mean, I don't want to work on Shabbat, but I just started the job, so I don't really want to refuse it because I need it. So, but I told him, I said, I won't go past noon so that I could be here. Because Dad is first, and I'm not going to let a job dictate my life. To where, say that to me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm sorry, Dad, I got to put you on hold, you know. And that wouldn't have been an intentional thing. It's just I would have been living in my circumstances. I have a car that's stolen out on me, amazingly. I have, you know, there is so much crap, and we all have it. And I'm not going to go into that, but I've also been blessed. Within the last 5 years, I got a beautiful wife that I've married. I've adopted kids.
Oh, love you, Linda.
We've lost everything together, and we've been blessed again by Val and Lou. They're like major blessings to us. Mishkahn, I started 5 years ago, maybe a little more. And it's been a total blessing. I mean, look at me, I'm up here. I mean, this is crazy.
Come in.
Arms are sweating. You figure with all this like dry dust on you, everything will be okay, but just let Him lead you. Let Him guide you. Give Him thanks in all things. He's not telling you, He's not telling you to do the Bible. He's telling you that He'll do the Bible through you. He'll do it. So don't try to do it. Let Him do it through you. It's a guide. It's a guide. It's a love story. This is how much He loved us. And that's what it is. If it's taken to the point of, well, you have to do this, or you have to do that, or this is what's going to happen, ignore it, because guess what? You know, the only one that is going to take care of all things is going to be Dad. So it's your personal relationship, your love story, and it's His. And that's how much He loves us. And I just wanted to say that. I mean, before I start stuttering and running out of things to say, you know, just, is that me breathing into this? With my ears. Wow. That is like terrible. Thank you, honey. I heard that.
Yep.
Just be blessed. Enjoy your walk, whether you're going through stuff or not. Don't take what you have today into tomorrow, and don't take yesterday into today. Remember that today, if you don't have no worries, then you're living it good, you know, and that's what He wants. Don't worry about tomorrow because it doesn't belong to you. And yesterday you can't change, so forget about it. You know, you learn from mistakes, and the only one who teaches you that is Him. So, all right, you did this yesterday, you're going to do this today. He'll tell you that. If someone else, you know, I mean, someone else could tell you that, but when you hear it from a person, it could sound differently than, you know, they might be saying, I'm going to tell you this out of love. But we all know love. But there's only one perfect one. There's only one perfect Yeshua, and he's in all of us. So you're all Yeshuas. Me too. And just be blessed. Enjoy this Shabbat. Enjoy each other. And love one another. As he loves me, I love you guys. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.